were able to learn how to work together as teams, how to identify work that needed to be done, how to do research, and how to come together to write something, produce something, and act it out.
We work with them starting in 9th grade, and we follow them until 12th grade, doing numerous projects, doing numerous activities such as going to college fairs, college tours. Students are taught by RIT professors, and they are mentored by RIT college students.
A lot of the themes that the instructors really touched on included civic duty and citizenship. So I think a lot of those lessons definitely going to stick with the kids and having pride in your schooling and your work and just impacting your community, different things.
I feel that the things that we're learning in middle college is like learning skills and techniques that kind of teach us stuff down the road.
Middle college has been awesome. I enjoyed all the little sessions we've done, the leadership ones, the academic ones with the teachers, because I've learned lots of new math skills and also new people skills to being a leader. And it was also great because we went on field trips.
The way that I conceive of it is sort of twofold. The first is obviously critical, analytical, something to do with the mind, bringing students from sort of different high schools in Rochester to RIT in order to sort of experience college-level discourse and ideas and concepts.
Middle college has been the thing that is giving me the stepping stones, a foundation or knowledge to the next step of my life, which is college.
For me, I'm grateful to be in the Middle College program because it gives me a foreshadow of what college is going to be like. And without the Middle College program, I'm going to be lost. I wouldn't know what to do once I get into college.
I think middle college is really good for these students because it takes them out of the high school setting and puts them on a college campus, so they have to have kind of a sense of maturity about them to realize that, this is the real world. They're amongst adults.
It doesn't happen without the parents, and I thank the parents for making the commitment to have their students here on these select Saturdays. They don't always get to see exactly what happens here, and I appreciate that can be sort of a gap in what happens. But I think the students are really enjoying it, and it doesn't happen without the parents. So.
I really like the skit in the store burning. I had a lot of fun working with different people on the skit. It was like an interview. It's kind of like a skit, like an interview has gone wrong, where people are walking out of the interview. People didn't really care about it, and only one person made the job.
So I think the skits were really good for them because it shows that there's a different side of college from the STEM majors. It shows that there's photography and filming and editing and all those things that you encounter every day when you watch TV or watch movies, but I think people don't tend to think of those as real things that someone has to study and learn how to do.
I thought the whole process was very interesting. Emphasis on interesting, where we were just being teenagers doing stuff. It was fun. We got to learn about the whole filming process, and I think that was important.
Our skit was like a criminal type skit, and it was kind of fun putting it all together.
It was a good experience because it kind of helped me hands-on with working with cameras and stuff. And the things with the scripts, it kind of helps us understand other people.
It was a great experience. The hard part was really acting it out and not laughing because our skit was kind of funny. But once I moved past that, it was really good, and I enjoyed acting a lot with my peers.
In the next 10 years, I hope I'm in college or getting ready to get out of college. Since I want to be a lawyer, it's going to take a long time for me to get all the degrees I need to be a very successful one.
Putting the storyboard together was a lot of fun because I got to work with people that I don't really get to see that often or only see at RIT, so I got to work with different people. I got to learn something new that I didn't know how to do before, and I was able to become helpful in something that I've never done before.
The skit was about, we interviewed two people about where they see themselves in 10 years and what they want to do and how they relate all that to sports.
In the next 10 years, I see myself as a nurse practitioner and still going to school to be a registered nurse. Putting this get together was interesting, seeing how everybody worked together to get something done as a group.
In the next 10 years, I will be in pre-med school to follow my career as a pediatrician.
I hope to see myself in the next 10 years in a med school. What's drawing me towards that career path is like, ever since I was younger, I always wanted to become a doctor.
Within the next 10 years, I see myself graduating from college and becoming a veterinarian. I like animals and I want to help them. We have to care for animals and do other things like that.
In the next 10 years, I think I'd like to still try to be in college and try to become a chemist. I want to be a chemist because in my chemistry class, to me it's really fun and interesting, and I like most of the things that we're doing, having to figure out problems on our own and come up with our own solutions to problems.
Years from now, I see myself being a psychiatrist because I figured that usually when I talk to people, I help them, I understand them, and I like to work with the mind. I think it's going to take hard work and dedication and also having the values of what your parents instilled in you. So that kind of helps you at least be motivated to do something and try to achieve it.
Well, maybe in the next 10 years, I hope to be graduating high school and doing what I really always wanted to do and possibly work for a magazine or maybe even one day create my own.
In 10 years, hopefully I want to be in college, working to be a physician of some sort, because I feel like science is one of my strongest points and I always want to help people and work in the medical field.
They're being taught by the college professors, which most students in the 10th grade, they don't know what is expected from college professors, and the level of expectations as far as performance with grades, doing papers, not turning things in late. So we're trying to teach the students to be well-rounded so when they come to college, they're a little bit more prepared.